close our eyes and take in this beautiful message. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Unity of Greater Rochester. I'm Reverend Barb Adams. I'm happy to be in your presence, certainly happy to be here, and I'm grateful to Reverend Nat and to the board for inviting me to be a guest speaker today. That beautiful song and that beautiful voice that you just heard belongs to Netta Boyne. She wrote The Light Has Come based on a Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 75. The light has come. In essence, the message is the darkness has ended. Judgment and fear are replaced with love and acceptance of oneself and all of creation. The light has come. And we remember the truth. The light has come. A Course in Miracles. It's not a faith tradition. It's not a religion. It's a curriculum. It's a curriculum for learning how to change our minds from fear to love. For forgiving our brothers and sisters for things they didn't do. Did you catch that? My robe. Nancy Hicks. Thank you, my friend. Nancy contacted me to let me know that she had received this beautiful robe from a friend of hers. Nancy asked me if I'd be interested in it, and after seeing pictures of this hand-sewn sacred garment worn by Hmong people and shaman, the Hmong shaman, I immediately made the exchange with Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. I'm honored and feel blessed by wearing it. Look at the back. No. Oh. Briefly, most Hmong in the United States come from Laos, but there are many others from Thailand, Vietnam, and China. Hmong people have their own language and different styles of dialect. The Hmong religion is traditionally animist. Animism is the belief in the spirit world and the interconnectedness of all living things. At the center of Hmong culture is the shaman, literally father, master of spirits. I'm not sure whether there are female shaman within the Hmong religion, and I don't know if lightning is going to come and strike me, and if it does, help me, please. According to the Hmong cosmology, the human body is the host of a number of souls. This background fits perfectly with my lesson for today, which I entitled One. Bernie, when you're ready. One. We have new technology at Unity, and Bernie is doing the very best that she can in the back, because she's got to run the mics, she's got to run the camera, She's got to run this computer up here. So if you find that there are pauses in between, please bless Bernie, because she's back there fast and furiously trying to meet my needs. Thank you, Bernie. Whenever you're ready. You can just play the music if you like.
One bread, one body, one Lord of all, one cup of blessing which we bear.
Just listen to the words. When you're ready, Bernie.
One body.
Thank you. This song, generally sung at Roman Catholic Masses, has, I believe, an ecumenical message. We are all one. One with our Creator, one with all of creation. A Unity member recently asked me, how can you speak at both Spiritus Christi, a progressive Catholic church, and Unity Church? And then to add to my spiritual quilt, I study and teach A Course in Miracles here on Thursday evenings at 7 to 8:30, as well as individually to students. And then I sometimes offer services at Bethany House in the city for women who are at risk and their young children. To Jane's question, and I knew she knew the answer to this, and I know she knows it. How can you speak at a Roman Catholic church? And how can you speak at Unity? I don't think I paused long before these words came out of my mouth. It's all about love. Jane knows that because Jane is love and she lives love. No matter how many paths there are to God, our Creator, the divine universe, they all lead to the same home. Yes, I know the basic tenets of the Catholic Church and unity might be different. The celebrations are certainly different. The costumes are really different. They're both celebrated on a stage or altar with an audience, with a minister trying to entertain your minds in ways that allow you to remember truth. What is truth? In his book, Heart-Centered Metaphysics, Paul Hasselbeck, thank you, Anne-Marie, Paul Hasselbeck says, in unity, anything that acknowledges, verifies, supports, or expresses divine ideas is called truth. He goes on to say that truth represents these perfect divine ideas. Truth is absolute, unlimited, unchanging, and complete. Truth is universal. As Eric Butterworth, who's become one of my favorite authors, as Eric Butterworth states in his book, Practical Metaphysics, we are the eachness of the allness. God is the allness in which I and you and everything exists. You and I are expressions of God. God expresses through us as you and as me. There's no separation between God and us. God is the ocean, we are the wave, and we move within each other. So as a non-denominational minister, when I speak here at Unity Church of Greater Rochester, of which I am a member, or at Spiritus Christi Church, at which I'm also a member, or when I offer prayer or lessons or spiritual counseling, I may need to adjust some of the vernacular or references, but I never have to change the basic message: truth, love, oneness. Allow me. A brown egg, a white egg, an oak tree, a birch tree, an ocean, a pond, an eggplant, a tomato. What do each within the pairings have in common? What are their differences? How does each serve the greater good? Is one good and the other bad? Is one better than and the other less than? Is one valuable and the other expendable? Let me break open those eggs. Let's see, the brown egg right there. I'll put it in this bowl. The white egg. Put it in the bowl. Oh dear, they look exactly the same. Now don't they? As are we. Within this garment of a body. Within the garment of a tree. Within the garment of the ocean or the pond or the eggplant or the tomato. We're all made of God stuff. And we are united by this invisible string of love energy. We can't see it because we don't have the senses or the perception to see it, but we feel it and we know it. When you exude love, you feel it. When love is extended to you from another, you feel it. Whether it's a pet, a favorite plant, a grandchild, your partner, a stranger in the store who looks over and looks into your eyes and connects with you. And that connection says, I love you. I was trained by the National Coalition Building Institute as a diversity trainer. I led numerous workshops throughout the training. We sometimes asked the participants to meet in pairs, in small groups, or in caucuses. That is, join with others with whom you claimed a particular identity, whatever that might be. Allow me to list just a few of those objectives of those workshops. To celebrate similarities and differences. To recognize misinformation we've learned about various groups. To identify and heal from internalized oppression, which is the discrimination members of an oppressed group target at themselves and each other. Internalized oppression has to be one of the most damning actions to the soul. You see, in dualistic societies, dualistic either or, better, worse, you, me, people tend to make decisions and judgments about other individuals, groups, or organizations based on hidden biases that were somehow sneaked into our egoic minds through enculturation. Because we were all born innocent. Every one of us, we were born innocent and loving, and we reached out. We first reached out to our parents, our caregivers. We naturally hugged, we naturally grabbed their finger. And then somewhere along the line, playing with kids in the neighborhood, going to school, some even church organizations said, not as good as. They're bad. We don't hang with them. And that innocence got contaminated with fear. Sadly, the mine is better than yours mentality does make it into some religions or some spiritual practices. I remember being in 4th grade in my religious education class, and the nun up front of rows of us public school kids who had to go after the 9:30 Mass or on the Thursday afternoons, she was talking to us, in that nun kind of a voice, and she said something like, Catholics are the best and Jews are the worst. Can you imagine what she did to us? Can you imagine the innocence that fell away? Our Jewish brothers and sisters. And we and all are one. The wave within the ocean. The eachness within the allness. And so there are biases that got sneaked in there. We didn't want them. We didn't know about them. We didn't have a choice. They got sneaked in there into our minds and created this explosion of fear that makes us look askance at one another when truly what we really want to do is reach out and love each other. When computers first became commonplace in our lives, I remember hearing GI equals GO. I don't know if you remember that. Garbage in, garbage out. What we put in, we get out. How can we expect to get anything else to come out than what we put in? And the same is for life. Fear in, fear out. Love in, love out. My objective for today's lesson is to present a few different faith or spiritual songs or chants by way of video snippets. I ask you to search your mind and look for your open acceptance or your hidden biases. Check to see if there's any fear in that may result in fear out. You may also become more aware of your appreciation for the various spiritual traditions and thereby reinforce your openness to diverse ways of honoring the divine. Before viewing these videos and searching our minds, let's go into the silence and ask our Creator for clarity of vision. Would you please open your songbooks to Into the Silence, number 74. Thank you, Aisha. Jane? So as we look at or listen to the snippets of the YouTube videos, see if you can grab the message of the chant or of the song, of the music. I ask you to be aware of your internal reactions to the manner in which others worship. See if you discern any tendencies to judge dualistically, good, bad, better than, not as good as. Simply be aware of your body's reactions, positive, negative, or neutral. In this diverse world of worship and spiritual traditions, there are various ways of honoring the Creator and the created. Let's see how open we are to those celebrations. And if any negativity or uneasy feelings come up within you, don't judge yourself. Bless yourself, because you've been offered an opportunity to heal yourself, to remember your truth. Bernie, the Jewish faith. That gets right inside of me. The verses change according to the holiday on which this beautiful song is sung. This is one of the translations. Between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, our Father, our King, inscribe us in the book of good life. Our Father, our King, inscribe us in the book of redemption and deliverance. Our Father, our King, inscribe us in the book of livelihood and sustenance. Our Father, our King, inscribe us in the book of merits. Our Father, our King, inscribe us in the book of pardon and forgiveness. Judaism focuses on the relationship between the Creator, mankind, and the land of Israel. The Hebrew Bible teaches that we, our planet, and the whole universe, in fact, were created by a single, loving, all-knowing divinity, the one and only God, and that our lives are all part of a divine plan and a definite order. I would certainly like to speak to that fourth grade nun once again. Bernie Baha'i, please.
Oh God, my God, aid thou thy trusted servants to have loving and tender hearts. Help them to spread amongst all the nations of the earth the light of guidance that cometh from the company on high. Verily, thou art the strong, the powerful, the mighty, the all-subduing, the ever-giving. Verily, thou art the generous, the gentle, the tender, the most bountiful.
The Baha'i faith is a relatively new religion, teaching the essential worth of all religions and the unity of all people. Established by Baha'u'llah in the 19th century, it initially developed in Iran and parts of the Middle East, where it has faced ongoing persecution since its inception. The religion is estimated to have over 5 million adherents, known as Baha'is, throughout most of the world's countries and territories. Excuse me. Allow me to pose some clarifying questions. You may simply respond silently to yourself. Sorry. As noted in the representative songs and my related comments, did you find any similarities or differences in these two faith traditions, Jewish faith and the Baha'i? Did any thoughts of judgment enter your mind? And again, if so, don't judge yourself for that. Simply take those thoughts to spirit, to inner wisdom, and ask that you be shown another way, the way of love. Bernie, do we have the affirmation slide? Please. Let's read it together, please. Today, the eternal God, I'll start again. Today, the eternal good of God reveals itself to me. Through the forms change, God's eternal flow of love, abundance, peace, and power never cease. I open and receive. Let's repeat that, please. Today, The eternal good of God reveals itself to me. Though the forms change, God's eternal flow of love, abundance, peace, and power never cease. I open and receive. Please open your music books, your song books, to page 211, ONEness.
I now let go, there's nothing to fear. I now let go, there's nothing to fear. I now let go, there's nothing to fear. I now let go, I now let go, there's nothing to fear. I realize there's only one power. 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 I realize I'm one with the one. I realize I'm one with the one. I realize I'm one with the one. I realize I'm one with the one.
Thank you again, Aisha and Jane. Beautiful. Let's take a look at and listen to representative songs of two more faith traditions: Native American Cherokee and African American Gospel Spiritual Celebration. Wendeya, feel free to join in. Wendeya, Wendeya, oh, 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 hey, ah, yeah, yeah. Harmony. Wendeya, 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 Oleya, yeah. Thank you, Bernie. We can end this one. You want to stop them all, Bernie? Okay. Hello. I promise you Bernie is doing the best she can. She has so much going on back there. We got it. We got it. Ceremonial traditions can vary widely among Native Americans. and are based on the differing histories and beliefs of individual nations, tribes, and bands. This Cherokee morning song demonstrates one faction. As you may have noted, the prayer song was sung in praise of the Great Spirit, a deity outside themselves and apparently greater in power than themselves, as well as the recognition that the individuals are part of the Great Spirit. African American? Yep. Each Christian religion or Christian church may celebrate in ways unique to their congregation. Our black brothers and sisters noted in the clip celebrate with fervor and gusto, sometimes calling out to the preacher or singer and musician. Perfect timing. Join. That's it. Yeah. Keep it going. Oh yeah. You can feel it. Uh-huh. Look at you. We're going to keep this on just a little bit longer so you can hear this singer. She's outstanding. Listen to that voice. Let her go a little bit longer, Bernie. She's so good. Come on now. You got it in you. Come on. Woo. Oh yeah. Tell the truth. Oh my gosh! Whoa! Woo! Oh my goodness. So, what are the similarities and differences in these faith traditions? What we've seen so far. Native American spirituality, Baha'i, Jewish, African American gospel expressions of faith. Did any thoughts of judgment enter your mind? If so, don't judge yourself. That's a teacher. Ask to see things differently. Inner guide, please show me a different way to look at that. Inner guide, Holy Spirit, my divine self, please let me understand, because I remember the ocean and the wave, that we are one. We have just two more. Bernie, please, when you're ready. I thank you all for your patience as we work through the technology. Thank you. Volume a little lower when you have a chance, please.
أشهد أن لا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة.
Islam is an Abrahamic monotheistic religion teaching that Muhammad is a messenger of God. It is the world's second largest religion with 1.9 billion followers, or 24.9% of the world's population, known as Muslims. Islam teaches that God is merciful, all-powerful, and unique, and has guided humanity by way of prophets, revealed scriptures, and through natural signs. And the last of the faith traditions, Bernie, when you're ready, Flatirons Community Church. Christian community churches throughout the United States are often independent entities. The focus of their ministries and their services can range anywhere from liberal interpretations of the Bible through conservative to fundamentalist. Major musical productions are often a big part of their celebrations. You may be familiar with this tune.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am whole when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say. I believe. The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me.
Oh, yeah. Want to sing with her?
You, I find my worth, and I find my identity. Oh, you say I am loved, but I can't feel a thing. And you say I am whole, and I think I am weak. And you say I am held, but I am falling short. And when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say. I believe. I believe. Taking all I have.
I wonder if you've heard that song before. Lauren Daigle, a very talented young woman out on the Christian tour road. Beautiful, beautiful singer. I don't know about you, but that got right inside of me. Just taking two of the objectives of the diversity training I shared with you earlier. Are you able to celebrate the similarities and differences between Unity's faith tradition and those of others? Ask yourself. Are you able to recognize some of the misinformation you've heard about other faith groups? Perhaps you found numerous similarities, differences. Again, offer love to our brothers and sisters. We're all on the same path. Or we're on different paths heading toward the same home. As I pondered the similarities of each of these faith traditions, I came up with my own ideas, but I wanted to see what others had to say. Bernie, can you please put up the golden thread of truth? This was a site I came across that I just think is delightful. I want to introduce this to my daughter and son-in-law for their thoughts about sharing this with my grandchildren, their children. I don't know if you can read that, and that's okay. What it says in the darker font up there, that's okay, Bernie. What it says in the darker font up there is the world's religions and traditions share a common thread. We'll call it that golden thread. Love thy neighbor. You reap what you sow. You give what you receive. We are stewards of the earth and of each other. Treat others as you would like to be treated. And it's all about love. I'd like you to close your eyes, please. Jane, if you would play some background music, thank you. I'd like you to relax. Relax your face, your neck, your back, your lower extremities down to your toes. Ask yourself, what is love? What's love got to do with it? Feel the energy of love. Feel it as it enters your body. Feel that energy of love that just fills your entire being. Feel the love that is your true identity. As much as we believe that our physical body, our physical self is who we are, it is the love that lives within us. It is the love given to us upon our creation by our divine creator. That's who we are. Feel the vibration of that love. Allow it to tickle your stomach. Allow it to enlarge your heart. Allow it to put a smile on your face. Allow it within your mind to see yourself opening your arms and extending. What's love got to do with it? Everything. Love is everything. Love is what the Creator gave us. Love is what the Creator is. Love is the enfoldment placed within our spiritual being. Our only mission on this path is to extend love to our brothers and sisters. Our only mission is to love ourselves as the truth of who we are. As we open our arms and embrace our brothers and sisters of different colors, different races, different ethnicities, different sexual orientations, different religions, different spiritual paths, embrace them and place them in your heart. And know that it's love. In this world where people are restless, wondering where to turn, looking for the answers to a question they once learned, and they light their candle, but both ends do they burn, asking love, what is love? When will they learn loving is love? Love, what is love? For people who know the answer answer is always love. When you search for something that's missing, you may pass it by, even though it's standing right before your eyes. Look into your heart, the answers deep inside. You'll find love. What is love? When will you learn that loving is love? Love, what is love? For people who know the answer is always love. When you search for something that's missing, you may pass it by, even though it's standing right before your eyes. Look into your heart, the answers deep inside. You find love. What is love? When will you learn loving is love? Love, what is love? For people who know the answer is always love. Thank you. Mary McCabe sang that song. In closing, I'd like to close my lesson with the excerpt from the Guide for Spiritual Living, Science of Mind. In the February 2020 edition, Reverend Dr. Michael Gott, a minister in both the Centers for Spiritual Living and Unity, states that the following affirmation: I commit to being a channel of God's love. I am here to radiate peace, well-being, and calm. No matter what I face, I see through the surface condition to the great reality of love. And so to that I add my comment: I commit to honoring the differences and similarities between different faith and spiritual traditions. I honor my brothers and sisters as we each choose our own path home, as we all recognize that we are the eachness of the allness, that we remember that God expresses through us. Amen. And so it is. So, ushers, donations, yes? You sing now? When they go down, okay. Liz, was there something you wanted to add?
Yes. I just wanted to let you know I am a prayer chaplain, and we do have our prayer box today. God knows our every need, and sometimes we want to add our prayer in writing. It helps our soul. And us, the prayer chaplains here at Unity, we hold those prayers for a month. We send them off to Silent Unity. So your prayers are local, your prayers are worldwide. Thank you for your prayers.
you sing your children lullabies to calm their fears at night? Did you hold them gently till they went to sleep? Did you plant in them the seeds of hope for new and better life? Did you make them promises you couldn't keep? Do you think of me as enemy, or do you call me friend? Or will we let our differences destroy us in the end? The wall that stands between us could be a window too. When I look into the mirror, I see you. Do you have sons who fight for peace the way I'm told mine do? Do they send you photographs from foreign lands? Do you chill to see the missiles? And do they haunt your dreams? Do you wonder who's the power, who's the hands? Do you think of me as enemy, or do you call me friend? Or would we let our differences destroy us in the end? The walls that stand between us could be a window too. When I look into the mirror, I see you. Of me as enemy, or could you call me friend? Or will we let our differences destroy us in the end? The wall that stands between us could be a window too. When I look into the mirror, I see you. When I look into the mirror, I see you.
Oh, yes. Wow. Wow. Aisha. Beautiful. Jane, thank you. Harmony by Sarva sitting over there. We sang together. We sang together numerous times. Sarva, thank you for being here today. I'd like to bless the donations. They're out there. Bless all that you have given to us meaning our entire community. Bless your hearts, bless your soul, bless your lives, bless your insights. Bless your offering to those who have less than we and will feel the love as you offer your abundance. Prayer of protection? Yes. If we could repeat this together, please. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Let there be peace on earth. Begin with me. Get in the mic. There we go. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Have a good week. Offer your love to everyone who crosses your path. And if you get that feeling saying, that's a teacher saying, I need to remember the truth of who they are and who I am. Let love abound. Sorry, I don't have a mask on, honey. Beautiful, thank you.
You're just amazing. You're just amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Aisha.
It's so good to sing.
Yes.
We must sing together.
We must.
Jumped up with the piano. Oh, it was
I'm giving you this. Keep this as long as you want. Kristen Malone, I don't know if you know her. Outstanding artist in Rochester. Watercolor. If you want to take lessons while you're here, Kristen offers them.